If you have ever spent a weekend trying to get a deck to look clean without those ugly screw heads popping up everywhere, you know the struggle is real. Most people just settle for the standard top-down look, but these hidden nylon clips are trying to change that narrative. You get a massive box of 1,000 pieces, which honestly feels like a lifetime supply unless you are building a deck the size of a football field. The first thing you notice when you pull one out is the material. It is this high-density nylon ethylene, and it feels surprisingly rigid. It does not have that cheap, brittle plastic vibe that snaps the moment you put a little torque on it. That is a big deal because nobody wants to be halfway through a project and realize their hardware is failing. The design is pretty straightforward, just a standard T-clip shape with that 6mm raised section that sits right in the groove of your decking boards. It is meant to keep everything locked down tight, while keeping the surface of the wood or composite looking completely seamless. Now here is the thing about these bulk packs. You get 1,000 screws included, which is a nice touch because it saves you that extra trip to the hardware store. The screws are about 30 millimeters long, so they are sized just right for most standard composite setups. But look, you have to be careful with the measurements. If your deck boards have a unique groove depth, or if you are working with a specific brand of composite that requires proprietary clips, you really need to double-check those dimensions before you commit to 1,000 of these. It is not a one-size-fits-all miracle for every single deck on the planet. Installation is about as easy as it gets for this type of work. You are basically just lining them up along the frame and driving the screws home. It makes the whole process feel a lot faster than the old-school way of doing things. The result is a deck that looks clean, compact, and honestly, a lot more professional than what you would get with standard fasteners. One small gripe though, and it is something you might run into with any bulk hardware, is that the consistency can vary just a hair. Most of them are perfect, but you might find one or two in the pile that look a little off. It is not a deal-breaker, but it is worth keeping an eye on as you go. If you're looking to get that high-end, hidden fastener look without paying the premium prices that some of the big-name decking brands charge, this is a solid way to go. It is functional, it is sturdy enough for the job, and it gets the aesthetic right. Just measure twice, order once, and you will probably be pretty happy with how the finished deck turns out.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.